Hi everyone, this is my first Instagram video. So I'm Dr. Rush and I'm a specialist of various things, but for the purposes of this video I'm a metabolic medicine specialist who helps people out with insulin resistance and pre-diabetes and diabetes reversal and weight loss. And really, I'm not so much interested in weight loss as I am in body composition change. And by body composition change, I mean reducing the difference between fat and muscle. And you can reduce the difference between fat and muscle by putting on fat? No. By putting on muscle or losing fat. And that reduces the difference between fat and muscle proportions in your body. And the more muscle you have and the less fat you have, the less likely you are to be Hi guys, I'm here in beautiful Shakespeare Park in the wonderful city of Auckland in the Whangaparoa region. And last time I talked to you guys about insulin resistance. And insulin resistance is an underlying physiology of your body, or an underlying state of your body. I call it a diathesis, an underlying diathesis of your body that can be exacerbated by too much fat and not enough muscle. And insulin resistance predisposes you to diabetes, polycystic ovarian syndrome, pre-diabetes, fatty liver. So that makes insulin resistance sound like not a great thing to have. But actually, having an inherent predisposition to insulin resistance is not a bad thing. Insulin resistance just describes your body's ability to store every spare calorie away as fat for future use. So you can imagine some environments where having insulin resistance is a... Hi guys! So I was just saying that having insulin resistance can be a survival mechanism because it allows you to store every spare calorie you eat away as fat. Now, in which environments would that be useful? Can you remember or conceive of an environment where there wasn't a lot of food to go around? So back in the day where people were poor and didn't have access to food, where there were hunter-gatherer populations where you had to hunt for every calorie, or you had to dig and gather and search for every nutrient, in which case the ability to store all those nutrients away for future use was highly effective at making sure that the population and you as an individual survived. So insulin resistance actually inherently, if you have insulin resistance, it means your ancestors survived some really difficult and harsh conditions and passed on that survival mechanism to you. That's all for today, and I'll tell you more tomorrow. Hey guys, so I talked to you guys in the domain, but I'm going to just recap that message for those of you who weren't listening to me when I was walking along the beautiful Auckland domain. So I've been talking about insulin resistance being this amazing ability to store away calories as fat that you inherit from your ancestors who needed to be able to do that when they were hunter-gatherers, or when they went through periods of famine, or when they needed heaps of energy at hand in the form of fat to hunt and gather and chase their food. Now you take those wonderful survival bodies that can survive those harsh conditions and you put them in an environment of abundant free food, and you store calories easily as fat. So you're now in a food abundant environment. Calories are stored very easily as fat. What do you think insulin resistance in that environment does for your health? Hi guys, I'm in the stunning Auckland domain, and it's so beautiful that I've decided to do my next video with you looking at the domain and not looking at my mug, while I talk to you about insulin resistance. So I said to you guys last time that insulin resistance is the wonderful body state that those whose ancestors have survived really tough times inherit, where they can store every calorie away as fat for future use when food is scarce, or to burn when you're chasing down and hunting down and gathering all those calories. So take that highly effective survival body and put it in an environment where there's an abundance of calories and an abundance of easy accessed food that you don't have to hunt or gather, and no exertion is needed. What do you think happens with the insulin resistance then?